Average Joe's Media, featuring the Average Joe Boo and the Average Joe in the podcast. Things you think you don't care about. That's fair.
I've heard it both ways. It's in the game.
Keep it clean. Average Joe's Media at the Flying Saucer on the Lake tonight, July 30th for Trivia Night. 90s Trivia coming at you. We got the Average Joe Boo here. That's me and the Average Joe.
And all of my beauty and grandeur.
Absolutely. Check out the new shirts we got.
Shout out to Zena Brown. We're going to be posting some info on her little side business, her company.
Yep.
We're going to be posting information on what this style is along with another style.
Yep.
We're also going to talk a little bit about pricing.
Yep. I like it. It's all good stuff.
You know what? Speaking of merch.
Yeah.
Speaking of merchandise and things that we got going on.
Yep.
At the Flying Saucer, we're out here on location.
That's right.
We got shirts. We got shot glasses. We got mugs. We got stickers. We got all kinds of stuff, man.
That's true. And, and just so you guys, believe us a little bit, there's some people there. We got this room. We got places for you to sit if you want. If we're supposed to have some people come out, so if they do, great. We got a spot for them. If they don't, you know what? The more the merrier for us. Food and all that stuff.
Tell you what, man. The place is going to be pumping until like 11.
That's true. That is fair.
There's 3 rounds.
Yep.
For 2 games each.
Yep.
So if you had dinner, come out.
That's right.
If you're thirsty, we got a nice glass here of unsweet iced tea with lemon.
That's right. A little bit of water. Shout
out to Water and Tea, the drink of choice of the Average Joe's Media.
That's right.
I got to tell you what else we got going on here. We got some, it's Flying Saucer. I thought it was all German food. But I got to tell you what, though, got some really good chips and queso.
Okay.
We might get a soft pretzel in a little bit. I don't know.
Might do the 2 soft pretzel plate.
Ooh, that's going to be a tough one.
That'd be a tough one. It'd be good. It'd be delicious.
Better take that metformin.
Absolutely.
That blood sugar.
Well,
no carbs, baby.
You might figure that thing out,
I'm just going to hydrate and walk in place. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Hopefully a medical professional is not watching me right now and probably wouldn't advise it.
Yeah.
I'm really in control of this, I promise.
Well, I mean, it's okay. You do what you got to do. Hey, do me a favor. Cap that pin right there. Cap
the pin.
Cap it so it doesn't dry out,
Well.
Cap that pin.
When it comes to Expo vis-a-vis wet erase markers, they don't really work if they're not wet.
Yeah, well, that's the purpose of the wet erase.
It really is.
Yeah.
So if you're using a Expo vis-a-vis marker,
if it says wet erase,
you got to keep the tip moist.
No, that means to erase it. That means to erase it, you have to have something wet. But you don't want the pin to dry out.
Oh, well, see, I think.
See, those
I've heard it both ways,
and dry erase markers will actually dry out if you leave the cap out or the cap off, and then you can't use them. You know what I mean? Then they become pointless.
That's fair. I'm going to keep one ear out real quick. I want to see about the standings. Have you heard them yet?
Yeah, no, they haven't said anything about standings yet. And round 1 is over in the books. We tried to record a little bit through round 1, but
shocker, no audio.
I forgot to select the audio input.
It's okay. This is our first remote with a TV,
a
computer, a keyboard, a mouse, a mixer, 2 web cameras.
Working microphones.
Yep. I mean, we've gotten 2 tables back here. I'm going to tell you what, I'm feeling pretty fancy.
That's right.
Pretty special. We had a room reserved
for
us
to
get out of town.
We did, absolutely.
Get out of town.
And so, just saying.
You should probably come out.
You come on out, and there's probably going to be a spot for you.
There probably is.
It might fill up pretty quick, though.
And I can't promise we're going to cover your whole bill, but we might be able to let you share an appetizer.
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility.
That's a possibility.
That is.
I'm being more generous than he wants me to be. I don't know, but I mean, we got some gift cards still because we're the 2-time
undisputed
office
trivia night.
So 90s trivia coming at you.
Yep. Which office trivia and the 90s trivia, not the same thing, clearly.
A little bit more difficult.
They went from Seinfeld to Buffy the Vampire Slayer to Steven Spielberg to which song in the 90s was credited to the wrong artist.
I think we went with I'm Blue, da ba dee ba ba doo.
Went with that one. And then Saved by the Bell, which if we're doing 90s trivia, you got to have at least one Saved by the Bell question.
I'll tell you what, man. That Jessie episode was iconic.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she went nuts.
Shout out to Zach Morris, AC Slater.
Yeah, well, those aren't real people.
Kelly Kapowski.
Those are not real people, They're not even continuing
They're not?
syndicates.
They're syndicates. I didn't think they were in a gang or like a drug lords. And
No, I
isn't
mean
that what
like
syndicate is?
syndicated. Like
Oh,
the
it is syndicated still.
No, it's not. Where?
I'm pretty sure.
Where?
Here's some trivia for you.
Okay.
If you can tell us, if you can show the average Jobu where you can watch
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell
That's right.
on air,
High school or the college years, doesn't matter.
or the middle school years. I like the original. Way back when, the girl from the original Parent Trap,
Yeah.
not Mary Tyler Moore, but some other like 3-name lady. She was really nice. But if you can tell us that, guess what we have in store for you? We got some stickers.
Ooh, sticker.
Hold on. We also we got a button.
Oh, there's button, Joe. Joe, you are like high on life when it comes to stickers.
And we also have an all-expense, unpaid trip to the Average Jos Media podcast studio or restaurant live spot of your choice.
All expense unpaid.
Unpaid, so that you can be a guest on the show in season 3. We're really excited about it.
That's right. All expense
unpaid.
unpaid.
It comes with really nice amenities. We have water.
Yeah.
We have Average Jos Keep It Clean hand sanitizer coming to a school or office near you fall 2019.
Yep, absolutely.
Our gift to you
great.
during cold and flu season.
Yep.
We don't want you sick. We don't want you missing work. We want you earning that money so you can spend it on Average Jos Media merch. I feel
That's
like
right.
I almost rhymed there. I felt a little bit like a rapper.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm sure people are like, I've heard it both ways, but
that's fair. It's in the game.
SOS Justo.
Okay.
Anywho, so
right.
you know what I thought we would talk about? It's 90s trivia. In
Yep.
between rounds of trivia.
Yep, which is right now.
Which is right now. I thought we'd ask some questions. And maybe even get some of the patrons here at the Flying Saucer on the Lake to participate.
Yeah.
Our nice little setup right here, and ask them some questions too. So let's start off, my friend. 90s. We were children.
Yep.
We started off 1990. How old? We were 5 to 6.
1990. Yeah, we were 6 years old, basically 5 to 6. Yeah.
Favorite cartoon in the 90s?
Well, here's my deal: is that I don't necessarily know if it's 90s specific. Okay, because I was still a big Looney Tunes fan. I loved
Animaniacs were big in the 90s, bro.
well, that's true. Sonic the Hedgehog, I watched that one quite a bit. That one was a 90s show. But pretty much, I was a Looney Tunes. Every now and then I'd watch Animaniacs. I wasn't big on Animaniacs, but Sonic the Hedgehog. If I was watching cartoons, that's most likely what I was watching. We saw some I saw Transformers.
Transformers was great.
That
G.I.
cartoon.
Joe.
Yeah, I don't remember G.I. Joe cartoon, but it is what it is. It was a long time ago.
It was a long time
My
ago.
tastes have changed since then.
So I think I was pretty in line with you, but I had a bunch of brothers and sisters. So we also were pretty heavy into like pretty much all Saturday morning cartoons. I got to say, the Scooby-Doo Kids one was
Scooby-Doo. I was into Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. You know, with Scrappy-Doo, where they were they were kind of little kids, kind of like the kid Flintstones. I like the Jetsons too. The Jetsons movie. I think
Flintstones
the Jetsons
and
movie
the Jetsons.
still stands up.
Man, I can't remember. I can't believe why I can't think of all these. But yeah, no, I watched Flintstones and the Jetsons for sure. One of my favorite cartoon movies was the Jetsons movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it still holds up.
It was a good one. I mean, Sprockets and Space Sprockets and all that stuff. They go to this new place.
The girl fell in love with the interstellar rock star.
Yep, and then they had all the little like Care Bear looking at people that came to help them. Fix all
Care
the
Bears.
sprockets.
I think Care Bears, what we probably watched in the 90s was really from the 80s, but they were pretty legit back in the day.
That's true.
Care
I remember
Bears
Care Bears from when I was young, from when I was little. I don't remember if it was 80s, 90s. I don't remember.
I like Pound Pups too.
Pound Puppy. I had a little bit about the average Joe Boo here. I had a Pound Puppy stuffed animal that was a staple. Anytime you saw me before I was 10, I was carrying that sucker around.
What color was it?
It was the little. It was like the little brown hound dog.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I kid you not, America. That's the Pound Pup I had. I kept it.
Yeah.
And I gave it to Jordan when he was a baby.
Nice.
Jordan
I do not know
still
where
has
mine is actually currently, but.
We're going to have to find it, man.
Well, it's probably gone.
Well, I think I might still have mine, though.
But
I'd let you snuggle with it for old time's sake.
Well,
It'd be a little weird, though.
The average Joe Boo doesn't snuggle with.
I think I'm out of camera. I got to readjust.
Yeah. The average Joe Boo doesn't snuggle with stuffed animals anymore.
Okay.
My tastes have changed in terms of snuggling.
Really?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Oh, we got standings.
Hold on, here we go.
Junior Mints.
All right, so that'd be a 1.
We got 1 point.
Sunnydale. Huh?
Yep, Sunnydale.
So we got that one right, didn't we?
Yep.
Nirvana song.
Come As You Are. We got that one.
90s song. Which one is it? Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Nice. That's good.
We're 4 for 4, y'all. Monica Lewinsky's dress. Where did it come from? I put the Zonka. Oh, it was the Gap. That's fair.
That's
That's fair. That's fair.
Nice.
Best picture, Spielberg.
Schindler's List.
Oh.
You didn't say Schindler's List.
What did I say? I think I said Schindler's List, buddy.
Oh, you may have. Yeah, but we didn't put it. We put Saving Private Ryan.
Saved by the Bell. I got Jackie right.
Yeah. Caffeine pills.
Caffeine pills.
We got that one correct.
Well, it said Speed, the same thing, right?
You wrote Speed? I told you to put caffeine pills. This is why we can't have nice things.
I heard it, and I heard it both ways. This is why we can't have nice things. Hold on.
1994 film contained this quote, Dumb and Dumber.
So we should have had at least 8 because I told you the right answer on 1.
And I told you the right answer on 1.
Well, you were writing them.
That's fair.
So
we think we have 7 out of 10.
We should.
They might take Speed.
We should have had 9.
You know,
So, Joe, with that brief hiatus there while we played round 2, that one kind of seemed a little bit more in our wheelhouse, didn't it?
I'm telling you what, man. I think we might get we go 10 for 10 on that one.
We may have gone 10 for 10.
I feel pretty comfortable.
So we have Fresh Prince of Bel-Air being asked, which I watched all kinds of episodes with that.
Clueless movie quote.
Yeah, Clueless was a staple in the 90s, and we also had NSYNC. They were huge coming out.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, Power Rangers. I remember being so excited watching the very first episode of Power Rangers ever. Like I saw the ads, the trailers or whatever on TV for the commercials and stuff, and then I just made sure that it was on my TV in my room on that very first episode.
I'm telling you what, man. I think even into middle school, I accepted Power Ranger toys with my younger brothers and sisters.
Did you?
I did.
You accepted them?
Yeah, because they got a new Power Ranger figure, and my grandmother was like, "Do you want one?" And I was like, "Yeah."
So you more like you wanted or coveted them?
A little bit. I mean,
Okay.
covet's kind of a strong word.
I mean, it is, but it could be true.
Shout out
to
Tommy Oliver, a.k.a. Jason David Frank. I know you spent some time in Texas. I know you do some stuff in Comic-Cons. We're going to tag you in the post, bud. If you want to ever come on Average Joe's Media.
Where did that come from?
He's Power Ranger. We talked about Power Rangers.
Oh.
Tommy Oliver, baby.
Oh,
the
Tommy
Green Ranger,
Oliver.
the White Ranger.
Oh, Tommy.
Have
yes.
you seen that Kickstarter campaign for the new movie?
No, but
Legend
all I
of
can
the
say,
White Dragon?
all I can say is I remember his name was Tommy, but I didn't know his actual name was Tommy Oliver.
Dude, I follow this guy on social media. His daughter's in the Power Rangers.
Ah.
He has his own spoken poetry word stuff on YouTube. He has his own karate dojo. He's even been trying to get into the wrestling scene in El Paso.
Okay.
We're going to have to go to a Comic-Con, and we're going to have to try to meet the dude.
Okay.
And we're going to podcast from there. It's going to be amazing. Speaking of Comic-Cons, I want to give a little shout out. Even though I'm not in camera, so I'm going to have to lean over this way.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to learn where the camera does catch and where it doesn't. You know what? Just to help you out. Just to help you out. You give you a little more range of motion.
No, it's still not what I want, but it's okay. I'm doing good. See, we trained me so well not to look at the monitor in the studio.
Yeah.
Now it's necessary to look at the monitor.
Well, it's not necessary. You just keep it in the back of your mind. Oh, there's a monitor there.
Oh, there's a camera.
And we both got to be in this shot. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking of Comic-Cons and all things that are con-related,
yeah,
we heard from Megan Files, a former classmate of ours.
Yep.
Shout out, class of 2002, South Garland, baby.
Yeah.
And anyways, so she's working for a nonprofit called Anime for Humanity. And they're trying to tackle the important issue of mental health. And they're saying to themselves, hey, you know what? We want to be unnecessary in the next 10 years so that people are openly talking about mental health. But just awareness alone to them is really not where they're thinking they're best suited.
Okay.
They think that video games, community, right?
Yeah.
And other type of social events can really help people to having someone to talk to, having someone to socialize with, having somebody to connect with. And they reached out, and they're going to let us supply them with some stuff about the podcast. I'm really excited about it.
Nice.
I'm actually working on a mental health post for Two Roads.
Okay.
One of our blogs under the Average Joe's Media umbrella.
Yep.
And then I think we're going to try to do a mental health episode in season 3. So I just want to give a shout out to them real quick since we're talking about all cool things comic-wise. We'll send some information out there. I think it's a really great cause.
Okay.
Do you know that 1 out of 5 Americans this year are going to have an issue with mental health, whether it be anxiety, depression, panic?
I believe it because I teach.
Well, I mean, I got to tell you,
It's getting to the point where 1 out of 5 kids in the school is taking advantage of some kind of educational assistance programs inside of the school. I'm not talking about financial assistance for cafeteria or food or meal plan. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm talking about educational learning assistances that just weren't available when we were kids.
they really weren't. But I got to tell you, I think
I think I was diagnosed as dyslexic whenever I was in high school, like 9th grade. That I forget which test it was, but I got a letter saying it's okay to be dyslexic, and I was like,
hashtag Average Jos Media,
okay,
home of the
great.
Courage Boys.
Yeah, I was like, great, I'm dyslexic. Okay, cool. What does that mean? I can't function, or I just got to like try a little harder?
Wait, I'm going to give you a little bit of credit here.
That's what it meant for me, I guess.
So for anybody who's out there saying, like they might have a diagnosis of some kind,
Yeah.
you had dyslexia. That can really derail a lot of people. But you went on to go to college.
Yep.
You went in to graduate.
Math, no less.
Math. You're a math teacher.
Yep, math degree. Not just a math test
some
taker.
Some might call you a math professor.
Some. No.
And you coach multiple sports.
Yep.
And you're now becoming a media and podcasting tycoon.
Tycoon, mogul, entrepreneur.
I mean, basically,
self-starter, one of those things.
If Average Jos Media was into rap, right,
okay.
and we were in New York City, we would be like the Puff Daddies. You know what I'm saying? We'd be like the Puff Daddies.
Yeah.
90s trivia.
I'm not a big fan on that. Just kind of sounds
90s
weird.
Trivia.
I know it's 90s trivia, but that just kind of sounds weird.
Puff Daddies.
We would be Puff Daddies.
Well, we could be
in this age of several different home lives. That comes off a little not so muy bueno.
Not so muy bueno. SOS Justo, hombre. SOS Justo. I think we might have heard that both ways a couple of times. But anywho, not to digress. You know what I was thinking, though, when we're talking about TV shows? We are very digressing. I'm telling you what, man, circa 19 whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But we didn't say anything about Ninja Turtles, bro.
We didn't?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Do you know that I couldn't watch that show?
Oh, that's fair. I could not
watch that show because it was deemed inappropriate and cannot talk and unnecessary until I believe it was either it was some type of Halloween party at Teacher Doris's house for VBS, for our Bible class, or it might have been actually your birthday party. But all I know is I believe I came home and I said, listen, the average Joe Boo is watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And the average, I think Amber Hope was watching it too.
Yeah. Oh, that's all you needed for
that's
validation.
All I need. I mean, if we got a Hope and we got a Buchanan doing something, I got the sign off from the average nanny. I sure did. Shout out to my grandmother.
You got the sign off from Betty, huh?
I'm telling you what, man. One of the Buchanans, aka First Families.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got some standings coming up.
We got some standings coming up.
Move the mic real quick. Move the headphone.
Well, we're gonna come right back at you in a little bit. We'll come back after round 3,
minutes.
and we'll let you know how we do.
And hopefully, we're gonna announce ourselves
in
as
round
champions.
2. That's right. And we're back after round 3 of this first
round trace
situation of the,
I think I red lighted
trivia.
Again. If your ears are bleeding, I apologize.
Yeah, well, just turn the volume down, account for Joey's
we're not
incompetence.
Responsible. Average Jos Media
or
disclaimer.
his incontinence. So
that's fair.
So we were third place. Actually,
we are drinking a lot tonight.
I guess technically
iced tea and water.
We were third because there was a tie for second, right?
Right.
180 points was tie for first, and we had 170. So we may have been tied with people.
Right. They haven't given the answers yet, have they?
No, they haven't given the answers yet. So we'll be back.
I'm pretty sure we're 10 for 10 though.
But this time, I'm questioning 1 or 2 of them. I'm not really sure.
I think we did enough to close the gap. We were down more than this first time.
That's right. That's right. We were down 30 points.
We were.
And then we're just down 10 points.
We were.
So maybe we bridge that gap a little bit.
We might bridge it. You know what? Yeah. I'm really excited.
We might surpass the gap and be on the other side.
Well, I got to tell you, I think we got a lucky rabbit's foot with us. We're not. She's not coming on camera yet.
Yeah.
But shout out to the average Des.
Yeah. So
shout out to the average Des showing up. She in the camera now.
Des, we appreciate you showing up. Give us a little wave. You are in the camera view. Just a wave. Just a wave.
This little wave.
She's super shy right now.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's fair. She got here and she immediately said, "It's in the game."
That's right. She really did. She got here in the middle of the game.
She really did.
To be fair.
Yeah. So it's Des.
Yep. Des.
In the middle of the game.
Yeah. Des shows up middle of the game.
That's fair.
That's good. No, it's
That's
good.
fair.
Des, we're glad to have you. Thank you for showing up. And hopefully hopefully you enjoyed this, and then maybe jump on in a little bit.
So before we went live,
we got a mic for you.
Des was talking a little bit about the it's in the game, and I was about to tell the story. So I know we've gained maybe over 1,000 people since that first 3 episodes. So just a little quick one.
Yep.
It reminds me of where we're at right now. So this little fairy tale started going to a Chili's.
Yep.
Then episode number 2 was at a shout out to Rowlett High School.
It was at episode 2 was with Colin.
Shout out to the average
Colin, the Peaceinator. That's right.
Tell you what, man, average pancakes over there.
That's
you guys
right.
are talking about the essence, and
the
then
essence of a pancake. That's
episode
right.
3 hashtag selfies, which I got to tell you is one of our greatest, most played episodes of all time.
It's number 3. It is number 3 right now.
In season 3 we're gonna have to bring it back. Oh, shout out to the average Bianca.
Oh, get it.
Average Bianca's
got to get on this podcast.
She really does, but she's busy. She's serving people.
Yeah. Well,
she's got a servant's heart.
The second round, the 9:30 show, typically is a little less busy.
Yeah. People are a little more lethargic. They've been drinking a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Since 6 o'clock.
They're a little less needy.
The herd's thinned a little bit for the average Joes, if you know what I'm saying.
That's true.
But anyway, so back to it's in the game. So we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we were having a podcast there about selfies. It was a lot of fun. The average Joe Boo's oldest daughter came and joined us after soccer practice. It was really nice. And so we get tripped up sometimes because we like to have sponsors, right? So, shout out to Flying Saucer.
Absolutely. We're looking for sponsors, Flying Saucer. We
are looking for sponsors.
You'll be tagged on this.
We got sponsorship packages for season 3 coming at you.
Yeah, sponsorship packages.
And we also, Average Joes and UFOs Volume 2 could be coming with Chris Moyer. We might talk about the Lord, Satan, and demons again, not aliens and UFOs in Area 51. I don't know.
Jesus might be talked about in that episode.
Well, it's fair. Shout out to the average Chris. Also, I'm going to get back to the story in a second. We have something in store for you, America.
Oh, this is season 2 finale?
Season 2 finale. I got to let you know. Imagine, what is the biggest hit of the summer? Biggest hit of the year, maybe.
Oh.
Would it be Old Town Road?
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
What about Old Town Joe's?
Old
Town Joe's.
Old Rose Joe's. Old Town.
Old Rose. I don't know about roses.
I don't either.
Right here, my friend. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
We got
to put those in the camera. Put those in the camera.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Look at these. Soft pretzels.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at those things. That's going to be delicious.
Desi might get on camera for this.
Yes, she might. Oh,
we're podcasting.
Oh, she's getting right in the camera view.
Getting right in the camera.
There she is. Desi, thank you so much for joining us. Man, it's awesome. You're helping out, doing some crazy stuff. That's awesome.
Right there.
We love you.
And you feel free to help yourself.
We love you.
Hot pretzels and cheese. Get whatever you want.
Man.
So whatever you want. We're fine. I'm watching carbs anyway. Shout out to diabetes.
Well, that is what it is. But guys. Keep going.
I was gonna finish the story real quick.
Yeah. Oh, you still were in the story.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I digress.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we
have pretzels. So we're saying Buffalo Wild Wings, beer, sports, and then I got confused with video games, and so I go, it's in the game, like EA Sports. Shout out to EA Sports. We love video games.
That's right. We do love video.
We do.
Games. Absolutely. Fortnite and up.
Fortnite, Epic Games.
That'll probably happen out tonight, huh?
I'm thinking maybe.
Could be.
I mean, I don't know.
Especially if we've got 3-time undisputed.
4-time
trivia night champions.
Possibly. I can tell you what,
4. We got another one coming up after this.
If we go back to back, I'll guarantee you back to back by Drake is what I'm going to listen to on repeat the whole way home.
Okay.
I can't play it on the podcast because we keep it clean and
and he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Okay. The average Drake does not.
Okay.
Shout out to Canada.
Shout
out to Denny's in Manitoba.
Shout out to Canada.
Quebec.
Wow.
Poutine, baby.
Can you hear yourself? Be real loud in that mic.
Well, it's very confusing because of all the noises surrounding me. I have my hat sideways because it's 90s trivia night. I'm trying to keep it real. I'm trying to keep it hip and cool.
That's how you wear it on a regular basis?
What was slang we used in the 90s? Was it tubular and awesome and
Booyah.
Gnarly?
Booyah. We're getting that one back.
If you don't have to get on mic if you don't
totally
want to.
Tubular.
But what kind of slang did you use in the 90s?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She's drawing a blank.
Okay. So SOS Husto. SOS Husto. Yeah, she said, tú es Hispania.
Yeah.
Pues? Pues or post? What does that mean?
Well.
Oh, pues. Like I
Oh.
say pues.
Oh,
We might-
pues.
Oh, we might have our new thing.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Is
either,
that
but
going to
I
be
gotta tell
another
you-
picture?
Well, let me look at the picture real quick.
Okay.
I gotta share it.
Oh,
with,
pues.
oh, pues. I want to impress Des real
Oh,
quick.
post. I don't know which one
So
it is.
so anyway, so we have our we have SOS Justo, and then one of our friends, our podcast peers.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Highly Unapologetic Podcast
Yeah.
in San Antonio.
Yep. Shout
He
out.
said, you know what? I think you need to say keep it clean in Espanol. So I learned how to say manténlo limpio.
Yeah.
Now when I said look at the look. Go to the look on her face. Real
No,
quick.
the,
Go to the camera. Look
she's,
on her face. Go look at her.
she's definitely
Yeah,
she's
she's
definitely
not-
taken back with how you
Yeah,
pronounce
she
that.
said that is not SOS Justo. So, Des, how do you say manténlo limpio?
No, how do you say keep it clean in Spanish?
Look, this is what Google told me. And, shout out to the Garland Independent School District. I didn't learn that much Spanish.
Yeah.
4 years.
That's fair.
If you're
Kind of off the screen there, but it's okay. You can't
shout
really
out,
lean.
Shout out, Mr. Kabowski. I want to know. Does anybody know what happened to Mr. Kabowski?
I don't.
I say it for the people that need to hear it.
Manténlo limpio.
Mantelo limpio.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do it. Manténlo limpio.
Yeah, that was good. That
That's
was
good. That's good. That's
So, I mean, I think ultimately you're saying it like you're from just deep South Texas. Manténlo limpio. That's,
Yeah.
You're trying to get
So-
Manténlo
so,
limpio.
You remember speaking of the 90s, you remember Pee Wee Herman movie?
Yeah, of course. Who
So
doesn't
one of
remember
the
that?
actresses from Saturday Night Live were there at the Alamo, and she was like, "We say arrozo," or how do you say maize? No, is it maize? Corn is maize, right? Corn is maize. No.
Joe, of all the
gonna
pop, of all
We're
the
crackling a little bit there, but we're gonna look
of,
this up.
of all the pop culture references,
Pee Wee Herman movie. You don't know
whenever
they're in
you
Texas?
stumble and you don't know what you're talking about, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Well, that's my gift to y'all. But you know
Because you
what?
think you know it and you just don't.
Shout out to the 90s X-Men cartoon series because much like Jean Grey, I will rise like the phoenix.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're going to come back to you after they read the standings because they're finishing up those right now.
So we got to tell you this.
And,
Des, if we
we're
if
not going to
we-
go out yet.
I
Okay.
want to say when.
So much for the
When we're announced
closing
as
this
the
section.
champions, right? We're going to start a Facebook Live, and we're going to ask you to film it. Okay, so you can just watch us amass the Mount Olympus of office and
You
other
are saying
random
a whole lot of
trivias.
words
I'm
that do
saying
not
a
make
lot-
sense right now. None
saying a
of
whole lot of
them
words.
make sense.
It's
We're
so-
gonna
it's a little
we're
hot.
gonna tread the Mount of Olympus and the bitumen. You're not making any sense. Okay.
We're going
Think
to ascend.
before you speak. I was about to get off this little piece of the segment of this video and give you time to gather your
Compose
thoughts.
my thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay,
And right
I'm
now,
gonna
I
say
think
one
you're
more time.
trying to impress Des here, and maybe you think about that before you impress her. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
I'm
Well, you
just
know
saying.
what? Here's the deal. Average Joe's
She's already
Media,
come out. You've already impressed her enough.
Average Joe's Media. We have to make sure that we're taking care of the people that are coming to listen.
Absolutely. We're taking care of our people. That's right.
That's it. We're gonna make sure they're entertained.
Yeah. Well,
so me stumbling on my
she's-
words, acting like an idiot. That's my gift.
She's
That's my gift to everybody. We
she
want
is
people to keep
entertained.
watching. We want
We're
people
gonna
to keep
come back
watching.
to you in just a few minutes after we get the
And
the
I'm gonna
results.
try to say better words.
That's fair. And we're back after the reading of the finals, the final scores. So
Ooh,
so we had a we were in a three-way tie for third.
for second.
It's for second, excuse me, second and third technically.
Yeah.
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 And so, you know,
Average Joe's a little sad. Gonna pull the hat down just a little bit.
so the average Joe was touting his 90s
touting.
trivia knowledge.
Well, I got to tell you, to come in to not win with only getting 3 questions wrong in the whole game.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, we scored higher on this one than we did in the office first round. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
That's true. So I mean, we went.
Yeah, that's true.
We went 10 for 10, second and third round.
Yep. And then we had the opportunity to get second place, $30 gift certificates.
And a little bragging rights. Not gonna lie.
A little bit of bragging rights.
Little bragging
There
rights.
were some tough questions. And
The average Des was here cheering us on.
she was. She's doing a great job. Mouthful of nachos and all. And so
SOS Justo.
And so we had to send somebody up. One of the people from our team, we had to send somebody up, and I was like, Joe, clearly you know everything about the 90s because
That's
that's
fair.
the reason
That's
why
fair.
we're here.
That's
and
fair. That's fair.
And Joe went up and got 4th place. Joe got 4th place. All he had to do was beat one of the 2 people there to place 2nd or 3rd.
I think we might have to get our cards here in a second.
And so, I just you got 4th. You all you had to do is beat one.
We got 4th.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about in the playoffs.
So I'm gonna describe something
In the
for you
question
real
off.
quick. I'm gonna take my hat off real quick. Next, I'm gonna turn my hat backwards. I'm gonna get serious with America here.
And
Here's the thing,
you got to
here's
love
the
the
thing.
dead air.
Dead air. Yeah. They call it an e-brake on the ticket. Shout out to the ticket.
Is that?
Average Jos Media, one of your fellow radio media personality P1s. Anywho, so here's I'm gonna set the scene for you. I go up there. There's 2 other teams. Okay, they say we're gonna have a tiebreaker, but we want to make sure that there's no other ties. So we're gonna ask a number-related question. So they said in Seinfeld. So immediately my heart sank because you know what? I think that's the dumbest show ever. Shout out to Jerry Seinfeld. Nothing against you, bud. You know,
Seinfeld is a great show.
Well, that explains a lot. That explains a whole lot about our comedy duo dynamic. But anyways, I digress. So the question was, in Seinfeld, how many times did Jerry say hello Newman? Now, I've seen Seinfeld, but like after 10 minutes of it, my brain bleeds, so I don't watch it very much. So I thought, well, hello Newman, they're asking the question, so it must mean that it's a fairly common phrase, right? And I figure Seinfeld was on for like, what, 10 years? I know the man made like millions of dollars. So I figured, okay, if they either, there's 20-something episodes in the season, maybe 30 back then. And if, there's 10 seasons or so, how many times could it possibly have been said? So I did some math and I figured, I'm going to go a little bit high.
Yeah.
I bet you they go under. So I said 2,500.
Well, see, Newman was not a regular guest on Seinfeld.
See, I didn't know that because I don't really watch Seinfeld.
Well, you should have. You should binge it on Netflix or whatever it comes on.
I'm actually
you
binge,
should.
Well, I'm watching from
When-
season 1.
when you're going
I'm
to
watching
sleep.
The Office right now.
Are you?
Oh yeah,
So, have you watched The Office before?
I watched Office 1,000 times, but I'm
Then
rewatching it.
start watching Seinfeld.
I know this wasn't Seinfeld trivia, and I got to tell you what, it was
It
a little
was part of the
lopsided.
90s.
A little lopsided in my opinion because there was quite a few Seinfeld questions. I thought.
There was only
know what I
2, actually.
Well,
There was
make it
only
3.
2 Seinfeld, including that one.
Okay. Well, anyways, so apparently he only said hello Newman 15 times in the whole series.
Yeah. What'd you guess?
2,500.
2,500. The person who won the tiebreaker of the second placers?
Said over 100.
100.
Something like that. So maybe next time
100.
I'll just go with 1
Yeah.
and see if I'm closer on that one.
Yeah.
So, I was a little disappointed,
Mm-hmm.
a little crushed, actually. But I got to tell you what pepped me up a little bit, what brought me a little bit of warmth.
What's that?
Well, coming back to the table, having our support from the Average Des right now, that meant a lot.
Right.
Having the support from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Chastising me and telling me that you're going to publicly shame me. That
Yep.
made me feel warm inside.
Joe,
But
I cannot believe I trusted you to go up there.
you know what?
I mean,
You know
all you had to do was a little
Do you know
bit
what good
of
came out?
quantitative reasoning.
Well, that's fair.
2,500. If you think about 24 episodes, that means he said
my
it
gosh.
exactly like once an
Who's
episode.
Who's ready to go back to school?
Well, I'm just saying it makes sense
I
to
made-
logically think it's like
I
one
said-
every 3 or 4,
Well, I thought maybe it was something that was said too.
and even that was too high.
Well, actually, it was really loud, and I thought she said something about Kramer, and I figured Kramer said the same thing over and over. So I tried to average 2 per
Kramer,
episode.
Kramer,
Yeah.
not Newman. You didn't.
Yeah.
You
No.
heard. You
I
heard
thought
Kramer
I
instead
didn't-
of Newman.
I didn't hear her say Jerry,
Jerry.
and I thought she said hello human. And I said, oh, that sounds like a Kramer thing, right?
Hello, human.
Yeah, no, I'm horrible. I get it.
What's the-
America,
why did
I'm
you
taking
go up there?
responsibility. Because you told me to.
But yeah, because you said you were
Hey,
the best at
again,
90 stuff. But if you
we
cannot
got
hear,
3 wrong answers out of 30
if
questions.
you can't hear,
3
why
wrong-
did you go up there?
3 wrong questions
Yeah,
out of 30.
yeah. No,
Okay,
I get it.
I feel like I did a fairly decent job tonight.
No, I mean
But
you
anyway.
did, but we still came out with nothing.
We did.
So we ultimately were the first loser of getting nothing. Like everybody got nothing.
Well,
we
I
were
know,
the first
I know,
ones
I know
to
Ricky
get nothing.
Bobby's daddy said if you're not first, you're last. But
Yeah.
you know what we won tonight, though?
Did we?
Well, I think the shout out.
Oh, what we won.
I
What
tell you
we
the
won.
shout out from
Oh.
the Flying Saucers MC.
Yep.
Master of ceremonies tonight said, "Hey guys, we really want to give a special shout out to Average Jos Media. They're out in the back.
Yep.
They got swag.
They're set up. Yep.
They got merch. They do podcasts. They're awesome. We love them. You should really go check them out. And everyone else at the tables where I walked through, they were in just as much shock as me. They said, "Oh my gosh, we would have got the answer wrong too." Hey, what do you do? And I said, "Average Joe's media." They're like, "Oh my God, we heard about you."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "We're back here. Why don't you come answer some '90s questions with us?"
Yeah. Or you know what? Just buy a T-shirt, buy a shot glass.
I'm telling you what,
You know,
because
get
you know
some
what?
merch.
Sometimes you're a little bit thirsty, and when you're a little thirsty, not a lot thirsty, you know,
You're
drink out of
looking
a
for the shot glasses. They're over here on display.
Oh, they are over there
Yeah.
on display. Oh, we got some coffee mugs too, because you know what goes better. What even is better than Average Joe's is listening to Average Joe's drinking some Joe out of an Average Joe's mug.
Absolutely.
I mean, if that doesn't say America to you, I don't know what does.
I don't either. It's it's just something you kind of gotta, you just gotta rationalize in your mind. I need some Joe from an Average Joe's mug.
I need some Joe. I think that's our final call to get our cards.
We gotta get cards.
Get our cards.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna come back up. We might go Facebook Live on this second game. We're not really sure, but I do know we're gonna be doing a lot better this game. And if there's a tie and we're in it, I'm going up. I'm walking up there, and I'm gonna
I'm live broadcast it in case he fails, so that y'all know about it. Okay?
Absolutely.
We'll catch you in a little bit, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so
Deuces.
much. I'm the Average Joe Boo,
I'm the Average Joe.
telling you to keep it clean.